And that was my first corporate gig as a stand-up.
Speaking of a guy who's been around, Johnny Case is with us. Johnny Case, a UFC vet, Bellator vet, PFL vet, Ryzen vet. Are you back in the PFL? Is that why we're back in PFL?
I am. Yep. I re-signed back with the PFL, and unfortunately, this season got canceled because of fucking COVID. But yeah, looking ready to start off 2021 and chase that title.
Good. I'm happy that they're back because I'm working for them.
Nice.
But also they signed Verdum, which is good. And then Bubba Jenkins in the PFL too, by the way. Bubba Jenkins.
Oh, nice. Our boy Bubba is back. Great.
Yeah, I guess PFL stands for pretty fucking large because he's huge right now.
Is Bubba coming into lightweight or is he going welterweight?
I don't know what he's coming into, but I'm happy because PFL is great. It's a tournament where you can win $1 million. I mean, talk about changing your life. I mean, Lance Palmer has won $2 million in 2 years, and he's complaining. Fucking guy. I don't know what he's but
ungrateful,
right? I mean, $2 million. But I think, Johnny, man, the fights that you lost in the PFL, I had you winning. And so many of your fights, I think you have a great record. What's like 20-7 or some insane record, right? But
27-7-1.
27-7-1. You could easily be like 32-2 or something because
I could.
Went your way. There were so many split decisions of guys that you beat that like went the other way, but it was in the hometown or you got robbed and yada yada. So and then when you went to Japan, they poisoned you. I don't know if that happened, but I'm like making that up. But how are you?
There really is only 2 guys that have. Hello, they're cut out. There really is only 2 guys in my career that have ever truly beat me. Every other loss that I've had, I've fucked up. I made a mistake, and when you're fighting the best guys in the world, you make one mistake, and they're going to capitalize. So, 2 guys have only really kicked my ass, and that's Tofik and then Tony Martin.
Well, that's a good. That's a really good stat to have. Now, you went to Korea to train the Korean Zombie for his fight. What was that like?
And that was an experience for sure. So we started off the trip and they're like, hey, you guys are going to have to do like a 2-week quarantine when you're over here, but no big deal. You'll be able to go to the Airbnb. You'll all be together. You'll be able to train and whatnot. So we get there and it's nothing like what they say. As soon as we land, there's guys in fucking hazmat suits come on the plane, escort us out, put us on these buses and take us to these hotels that are guarded by the military. And they take us, they separate us, they put us in rooms all by ourselves, like it's like a 10 by 20 fucking prison cell base basically, and they tell us if at any time we open that door and come and step outside that door, they're gonna arrest us for terrorism.
Oh shit!
We have COVID, and we give COVID to like a South Korean, like person, then that's terrorism, and then we're gonna go to jail for 2 weeks, restart our quarantine, and then they're gonna ship us back to the U.S. So it was like a forceful fucking 2 week.
See, all these people that are saying, well, why can't we be like South Korea? They're fucking beating the curve. And they're like, I don't want to wear a mask. Like, this is why they're beating the curve. Because militants are fucking staying outside your fucking, everyone that's complaining about their loss of freedoms, and I get it, but don't compare yourselves to other countries because this is what's happening. This is how imagine that happened in the US right now. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I quickly learned like the human rights aren't necessarily the same over there. It's like the 4th day, I was working out pretty good and I ran out of fucking water. So they ration you water. So I called down to the front desk. I was like, hey, I ran out of water. Could you send me somewhere up? And they're like, no, we gave you your water for the day. And I'm like, I drank that. Can I have some more? They fucking hung up the phone and disconnected it. So I couldn't call down to the front desk anymore.
Oh shit.
They're like, nah, bitch, we gave you water. That's it.
So how are you able to train with the Korean Zombie for his fight?
So after the 2-week quarantine, we got out, and then Zombie and his wife were fucking just awesome people. Like they took care of us so good. They took us out and fucking took us to dinner. As soon as we got out, took us to dinner, took us out getting drunk. We got drunk as shit, fucking had a good time. And then that next Monday morning, we started training, we started sparring. And so it was a really like the first 2 weeks was kind of touch and go because they had like restrictions on like who all could go to the gym. Like they couldn't have full team practices. So it was like Zombie and then me and 2 other guys. And then we just kind of like started easing into it. And then fucking fourth weekend, we're banging. We're fucking fist fighting. And yeah, he kind of kicked my ass pretty good on the fourth week, man. It was kind of because he expected me to give him a special look like Ortega does, right? And he wanted me to come forward. And he kept fucking hitting me, trying to knock me out. And I'm like, yo, dude, I can't keep fucking giving you this look and coming forward. Like, if you're going to try to knock me out, you know, I'm like, if we're going to fight, then we got to fucking fight. Like, I can't just be your punching bag, you know? And after that,
Ortega, but he wanted to go 100%. And you're like, but that's
not he wanted to go 100%. And then I had to keep him safe too. You know what I mean? It was like, I had to give him the look, but also not hurt him. And I'm like, dude, either we're fucking fight. If you want to fight and go hard, then we got to fight and go hard. Cause I can't fucking give you a look and keep you safe while you're trying to knock me out, dude. But like once after he fucked me up the fourth week, like I was kind of like explained it to him, explained it to coach. And then it got better. Like I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to fight more like me. And then, you know, the intensity was still up, but we were able to do it.
Now, for the first 2 weeks you're quarantined, you're in a room for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't. Now, did you call your family? Did you call your girlfriend? Did you call you and be like, get me the fuck out of here?
Yeah. I mean, it was literally the third day I was in there. I fucking broke. Like cause I didn't know first of all, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Right. I was expecting something completely different than what the fuck the situation was. And I was like, what do they call it? Like like institutionalized kind of moment where I was like, man, fuck this. Like I'm basically locked in solitary confinement. I did nothing wrong. Like I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm going to buy my own plane ticket and I'm going to go back home. And like I called my coach and he's like, dude, you realize you step out of that door, they're taking you to jail and then you're going to restart your 2 weeks. Oh. And then I was like, fuck. So luckily I was able to just chill the fuck out. Like take a shower, took a long shower, like realize. And then I'm like, all right, like fucking. And then I started to see the silver lining. I'm like, you know, when as an adult, are you ever going to get 2 weeks to yourself to just fucking hang out and do whatever the fuck you want? Like, of course you're in a fucking jail cell, but it's like, you don't have to get up at any time. You don't have to go to work at any time. You don't got to do shit, but just exist for 2 weeks. So once I realized that, I kind of saw the silver lining. I started having fun.
Was there internet? Was there porn?
Dude, yeah, there was internet, but there's no fucking porn over there. So they blocked porn on the internet, dude. So
you got to have a VPN. You got to get the virtual private network. So you can, that's what they sell in China. When you get off the plane, they're like, "You're gonna want the VPN."
Yeah, you're gonna want to take off at some point.
Exactly. And I didn't realize that's what they were saying to me, you know. But they kept going, "No, you're gonna want the VPN." I'm like, "What do I do the VPN?" And then I realized because otherwise you can't watch porn.
Now, Greg, what would you have done if you were him? If you got to train with a Korean zombie, and they put you in the hotel for 2 weeks and you can't leave.
I would have lost my mind because I would have been going through withdrawals. You know, I would have been like, okay, well, can you send up some weed, or I'm gonna need a crate of Jack Daniels and a bushel of marijuana and as many pornographic magazines as I can get my hands on, and then I would come out the next week after 2 weeks with one arm like a Popeye arm from jerking off, just like Rafael Nadal has that one crazy strong arm. That would be my fucking jerk arm.
Now your girlfriend's a fighter, beautiful girlfriend. Did she call you and tell you to hang in there? Or?
Yeah, for sure. So it was actually her fight week too. Like the first week I was in quarantine, like she was getting ready to fight. She fought her Poliana Viana. So she was kind of like this, like doing her own thing there. So I didn't really bug with her, but yeah, she like messaged me and stuff. And like, luckily I had a good fucking like library saved on my phone of good stuff. So I didn't really need the porn. I just had my own porno shoots. And then
good for you.
I was able to smuggle in a couple of like THC cartridges too. So I was smoking.
There you go. You're vaping your brains out, huh? Good for you.
Oh, I was getting stoned as a motherfucker.
That's the way to pass the time for sure. Is just to get fucking balls out stoned. And they're just like, look at that sunset, man.
Totally. And so Zombie finally, like the second week I was there, he sent me a PlayStation 4. And like I never play games, but I fucking got super baked and just played video games all day. And
there you go. Welcome to living like a comedian, my man.